In the vast expanse of eternity, before time as we know it began, there were those who watched. We were the watchers. And so it was, in those days when the world was young, that the children of men multiplied, and among them were born daughters of such beauty, such allure that even we in our celestial grace found our resolve wavering. The decision was made, not in a moment, but in 1,000 small choices, each step towards the precipice seeming inconsequential, until the fall became inevitable. Through the eyes of a child we appeared as falling stars, streaking across the night in terrible beauty. We were meant to guide, not to rule. But as our feet touched the soil of Eden, that line blurred, and in that moment, as divinity mingled with dust, the fate of two realms was forever altered. The age of the Nephilim had begun. We who once stood among the stars now walk the dust of earth, our radiance dimmed but not extinguished. The daughters of men, oh how they looked upon us with wonder.
Brothers, I feel things I've never known before. Desire, longing. Is this what it means to be human?
But words failed us then, as they fail me now, for how does one describe the indescribable? And so it was, that we took wives from among the daughters of men, the union of celestial and mortal, a blinding flash of creation itself. From these unions came the Nephilim, giants among men, their eyes burning like molten gold, their very presence commanding fear and awe.
Father, why do the other children run from me? Why do they tremble when I approach?
Because, my son, you are more than they are, more than they can ever be.
As the Nephilim grew, so too did their power. Cities rose at their command, structures infused with knowledge that should have remained hidden.
O great ones, teach us your ways, make us as gods.
And in our pride, in our folly, we did. We taught them war, alchemy, sorcery. The secrets of heaven poured into vessels too frail to contain them. But even as the world fell into darkness, a light remained. A man, Noah, whose heart stayed true to the one we had long ago forsaken.
I will not bow before false gods. The Lord alone is my shepherd.
We watched him, this Noah. We watched as he stood against the tide of corruption that threatened to drown the world. And in watching him, some of us remembered what we once were, what we were meant to be. But it was too late. The die was cast. The judgment was coming. In those days the wickedness of man had grown great upon the earth. But amidst the darkness there was a light, a man named Noah, whose heart remained true.
We must stay faithful, even when all others have turned away. The Lord will guide us.
We observed him, this Noah. In his simplicity, his devotion, we saw a reflection of what we once were.
Look at this fool clinging to his outdated beliefs. We are the new gods now.
The cities of the Nephilim grew ever larger, their towers scraping the sky, as if in challenge to the heavens themselves.
Lord, how long will you allow this corruption to continue? How long must your creation suffer?
Noah, my faithful servant. The end of all flesh has come before me. I will destroy them with the earth, but you, Noah, shall build an ark.
We have been given a task. We must build this ark, no matter what others may say. It will be our salvation and the future of all creation.
Look at the madman and his boat. There isn't even water here, you fool.
Your mockery means nothing. I serve a higher purpose.
The people grow more hostile each day. Are you certain this is the right path?
More certain than I have ever been. We must trust in the Lord's plan.
As the ark neared completion, we felt a change in the very air, a tension, like the moment before lightning strikes. I remember the day the skies wept, when heaven and earth dissolved in a torrent of divine wrath. The air grew thick, charged with an energy that made even us, the fallen, tremble. And then, it began.
Is this all a little rain? We who have built empires fear no storm.
But this was no mere storm. This was judgment. The waters rose with impossible speed. Great cities, monuments to our hubris, began to sink. But their efforts were in vain. The ark was protected. not by our fading power, but by the very force that now cleansed the world. As the waters claimed the last peaks, as our children and their empires sank beneath the waves, we looked upon the ark, this tiny vessel carrying the future of all we had sought to rule. As the new world dawned, I saw a promise arching across the sky, a covenant of colors, a bridge between heaven and earth, and I wept, for the beauty we had almost destroyed, and for the hope that still remained. This is the tale of the Nephilim, of the Watchers, and of Noah. A story of fall and flood, of judgment and mercy. Remember it, children of men, and know that even in the darkest night a light still shines.